Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, whereas today you can see I have a empty box. And what was in that box was the Mcfarlane toys, the Demon, Etrigan, however you pronounce it. And yeah, I'm not a McFarlane Toys fanboy. I actually really hate the figures for the most part. I mean, they look nice, but like they're not fun for me to articulate. I don't enjoy them. But there are some that I, want to get just because I think they'll fit in with my 6-inch scale brain. Like for Etrigan, I just bought he should be here by tomorrow. I bought the Mezco Toys Constantine, and I bought this Etrigan specifically to go with him. Now I'll do the same thing I'll get the Swamp Thing, and then I'll probably get Man-Bat. But like those are the types of characters that I'm fine with getting because those will fit with 6-inch scales because they're big monsters. I'll also be getting, I'm sure I'll get Clayface eventually. And then whoever else, Killer Croc, I'm sure I'll get a Killer Croc. But yeah, we'll have to see how these fit in with like the Mezco toys, because I know the bigger ones will, but like characters like I don't know, like Nightwing or someone, I don't know if they'll fit in very well. But yeah, so he comes with 3 accessories technically. He comes with the sword, which I have in his hand. He comes with the stand, and then the card, which is just a read-up on him. I think it's the same exact read-up. Actually, there's no read-up on the back of this packaging. But I guess we could just take the read-up out if we really wanted to. Let me cut the camera, and then I will be right back with the card. Okay, and yes, the packaging is not collector friendly because you have to tear that up to get them out. And then you see there's the trading card with the same picture on the back. And there's a read-up of his origin. It's kind of hard to read, but it says Jason Blood, once a mortal man who lived centuries ago, was bound to the Etrigan bound to Etrigan. I thought that was a typo. After the demon was summoned by none other than the wizard Merlin. Jason was rendered immortal and granted the ability to swap places with his demonic counterpart upon saying the magic words. Though Jason has tried many times to exert his will over Etrigan while he is transformed, the demon is too powerful to be completely contained. Still, more often than not, Etrigan, despite his nature, is interested in the greater good, even if his motives and methods remain suspect. So yes, I got this Etrigan for my Justice League Dark because I'm hoping that if I have to, I'll end up buying like the 7-inch Constantine, and I'm hoping we get I think there's already a Dead Man, so I'll have to get Dead Man. And then I need a Zatanna. She's like my girl. Zatanna is my girl. I love Zatanna. And then I'm gonna get probably the Mezco Dr. Fate, but if I end up buying like the McFarlane Toys Justice League Dark members, because Mezco doesn't make a lot of them. Like Mezco doesn't make a lot of great characters. I'll be buying the McFarlane Toys versions. I sadly won't be articulating them because I don't like the articulation scheme, and it's just cumbersome. Everything about McFarlane Toys is cumbersome to me. But, I mean, if he keeps going and keeps giving us characters that I love, like maybe an original Nightwing costume, stuff like that, I have to buy it because I love Nightwing. He is my favorite character. And speaking of that, I just actually won an eBay auction for a few figures, but the main reason I bid on it was the DC Icons Nightwing, I believe. Because I want a 6-inch scale Nightwing. I want someone that I can pair up with like Spider-Man and have them, because I would love that pairing if Marvel and DC crossed over ever again. I would just love a comic book run of just them two teaming up and beating the shit out of people. I just love them. But yeah, I'm not a 7-inch scale collector. I mean, guess technically I am, because I have most of my Bat family, but like an Alfred and then a Stephanie Brown maybe. I have most of my Bat family. It's not like my definitive version of those characters, but for now they're placeholders. It's just the Gotham Knights versions. But yeah, we'll take a look at his accessory. He comes with a stand. They mostly all do. Actually, I think they all do. It's kind of like smudged, but that's fine. I won't be probably using this because he stands pretty fine, honestly. And then he comes with the sword, which I'll take out of his hand so we can get into articulation when we get into articulation. And yeah, it's pretty nice. It looks pretty good. The figures, I won't say that Mcfarlane Toys sculpts are ever bad, because they're never really bad. They always look pretty good to me. It's just I'm not a fan of 7-inch line. I'm a 6-inch scale guy. I mean, even true 6-inch scale, I'll find a way to mix it into my Marvel Legends. Probably. But it's not his fault. It's like, or I guess I don't know. I wouldn't say it's his fault. It's just the line. It's the size of the line that he chose. He chose to make it 7 inches. I'm not going to fault him for it. I am going to fault him for a bunch of stupid shit he says, like, we won't buy female figures. Yeah, maybe we would if you made them better, because female figures are never made the way they should. But as far as that is enough of my rant. As far as you see, there's Etrigan. He's got, you know, the dark eyes, and then he's got, like, the collar. He's got chainmail. I guess that's chainmail. Under armor mail. And yeah, I don't know if this is my preferred look for Etrigan, but it works. It works fine. It's an Etrigan to get on the shelf to stand next to my Constantine, and then I will be getting Mezco Batman to go with Mezco Robin, because you need Batman if you're gonna have a Robin, mostly, especially that Robin. But yeah, let's just get into articulation, I guess. So as far as the head, I actually have not played with him. I normally do, but like I know that I'm not gonna love the figure, and I don't want to break him because I'm scared Mcfarlane Toys are gonna break on me. I don't know why. I should be scared of Mayfix because my Mayfix Spider-Man broke on me. But yeah, like as soon as I was done with the video, the Mayfix Spider-Man broke on me. I'll be getting a replacement hopefully soon once I send it in. I was just moving the hand and the peg broke off, and I was so angry because I love that figure. But what was I saying? I'm sorry, I'm actually very sick. I've been sick since my birthday. Oh yeah, Thor. I know I promised the Thor review, but it never came. He never came. So, once again, Amazon fucks me over. But yeah, they're releasing a new Thor, so I'll just buy a Thor on an actual trustworthy website instead of Amazon, because obviously I can't trust Amazon. But yeah, sorry, a lot of rambling today because I'm a little angry. I've been going through a lot lately. Not just with action figures. So one thing I noticed on mine is, like, he's stuck over, this part of the torso is stuck over this way, and I'm not going to move it, because if you look down in there, I'm scared I'm going to break that torso articulation, so I'll just have to, like, hold here and try to maneuver. I'm just going to have him standing there usually anyway, so, but if there's a person that wants to articulate this guy, I don't know if that's a problem on all of them, but that's like a weird articulation thing. Like, why would you do that, Mcfarlane? It's like, I guess it's better than the side eye, but no, not really. I'm gonna always like have to have him stood like that, which is kind of weird. But yeah, articulation, head can turn all the way around, but I wouldn't because of the collar. It's not gonna get any up really. They get that much up, you get that much down, which I guess is fine. Because if you want to just use this as like a demon for like Doctor Strange to fight for your Marvel Legends or something, that'll work too. And then you can go up that far because this is pretty malleable. It's actually attached to the cape, which is cool. And then the arm can get, let's actually see how far the arm can get. It was a little stuck, but the arm can only get that far forward. Awful. Now this is the main reason I hate Mcfarlane Toys, because their articulations is just terrible on most every figure, even on characters that need the articulation, like Nightwing and Robin. You know, it's better on. I don't think I have a figure that I love the articulation on. You can go this far around. I'm not gonna move him very much there because I'm so scared I'm gonna break that. Leg can kick forward that far. Can kick that pretty far back, actually. That's pretty good. And then he always has great, they pretty much always have great kickback or kick out, so that's nothing new. I will give him that. He has great kick out for his figures. He got a double knee that can go there, which is actually pretty good for an armored leg. And then you do have like a bit of a boot cut thing, a boot swivel, because he doesn't have hinge at the ankles, because, you know, like, I don't know if Mcfarlane Toys does that with their bigger, like, armored figures. And then you got Articulation. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get into size comparisons because I want to get this over with so I can just stand him on the shelf for when my Constantine arrives. And don't worry, that Constantine will be reviewed as soon as it arrives if I'm not feeling any worse. Because Constantine is one of my favorite Marvel characters, or DC characters, not Marvel, sorry. So, speaking of Marvel, I have Marvel on the brain. Let's just get him in there's a Marvel Legends Spidey. And yeah, this actually works because it's not like, oh, we'll just put Batman in there. Because it's not Batman, and Batman is human, and he's too big to stand with, like, you know, your Marvel Legends. Because he's, like, even bigger than Cap. And I always imagine Cap as being, like, bigger than, like, someone like Batman. But, he's even taller than Etrigan. So, yeah, I picture a more big, bulky Etrigan, so this will work with 6-inch for me. But, yeah, he works pretty well with Marvel Legends. If you want him to be, like, fighting someone like Thor or Doctor Strange or someone. And then we'll put him with one of the worst Mcfarlane toys. The worst one I own. The worst one I own. Let me just get him stood up better. Awful. Awful figure. His feet, his legs are just... Look at them. That's Robin. That's range of motion that Robin gets. Oh, he looks awesome. He does look awesome, but, like, oh my god, the articulation of him sucks. So bad. And then we'll put him up next to the Mafex Spidey, the black suit, because the red and blue is, as I mentioned, broken. Because Mafex, I don't know why I continue to buy them. I'm hoping that they get better, especially with the Nightwing that'll be coming out, because I need that Nightwing. He's my favorite character of all time. But yeah, once again, works because it's a demon. It's a big creature. So yeah, we could put him closer right there, and then see what he lines up to maybe the top of his head will reach to the top of that. And then we'll put him with Robin, and these are all in poses. I'm not going to take them out of them because they're all about the same size. And you'll notice, I don't know why they haven't done it with him, no side-eye. These have side-eye, all the Gotham Knights figures all have side-eye, and they look fucking stupid. But he looks great, so that's cool. And then we got my fave, Nightwing, and this figure is, I like the character, but, like, this figure is not great. He's just too bulky, in my opinion. I wish he didn't have this, like, rubber overlay, but he looks fine. He's also a lot taller than Batman, which is not a great thing, but it's okay. I won't be too upset. And then we have a figure that's also not great because she does not have great range, and that sucks because I love Batgirl. We'll just lean her right there. And her hair actually ripped off when I was moving the head. Maybe it's a me problem. And then we have Red Hood. This is my favorite Gotham Knights figure because even though he didn't come with the stuff that he was supposed to come with, he's my favorite of the group because he doesn't have a face. He has a hood, or like a helmet, so it's easier for him not to have side-eye. And then the costume design is just mwah. And then I put Mezco hands on him so he could actually hold weapons because his hands were too weird for Mezco guns. Even though he's a bigger scale character, the Mezco guns were stretching his hands out, weirdly enough. It's very strange. And then, yeah, I'll put Spidey back up there just so you can see one more time. I guess I can go. Let me grab Magic. She's right behind me. I'll just grab her right now. So, yeah, here's Magic. And, yeah, that could work as, like, some sort of limbo demon or something, I guess. And then you have the little... I think that's supposed to be Lockheed, but, like, Lockheed's purple or purplish to me, so, like, I might be, like, put him with, like, Constantine or, this Etrigan on, like, his shoulder or something. It might actually look cool. But, yeah. I actually had to replace her hand. I don't know if I've said that before, but I had to replace her hand. And, yeah. Overall, this figure looks great. I mean, that's no shock from Mcfarlane. That's the one thing I'll give him. His toys look awesome, like, but they just have shit articulation to me, and he needs to fix it. I'm hoping maybe one day we'll get DC Icons back, because I love DC Icons, even though I never owned a figure from them. cousin owned that Plastic Man that was really hard to have. Well, it wasn't hard to have, but I think it's pretty hard to get now. He had like a few, and he also had like some more 4-inch line, like Captain Britain and stuff. So that's where I used to play with my stuff. The only stuff my dad ever bought me was like video games so he could play them, because he wasn't a great guy. And then there's a sword. But yeah, this figure's fine. I give it like maybe a 5 out of 10. You know, it's not my favorite, but that's kind of something cool you can do. You can like put the sword on his back. Like, it's not built, there's nothing built in there, but like you can loop it on the cape and then it looks fine. But yeah, the figure looks awesome. It's gonna look great standing next to Constantine. So I'll get some good shots of them for his thumbnail. Maybe not for the thumbnail, but I'll get some good shots for him. I'll probably post him up on my Insta. But yeah, try to get him in a badass pose for the thumbnail. Maybe we'll get him with the, I don't know, we'll do something neat. Yeah, I love how this whole review is saying he stands pretty well, and then now he decides not to stand. Okay, so there's Etrigan the Demon. I'm hoping we get more Justice League Dark members, like Zatanna, like I said. I think we already have a Dead Man. There's a few others that would be cool to see. You know, we've already got like a Man-Bat. I'm hoping we get a white recolor of Man-Bat, because that's the way, just like the Lego figure. That's my preferred look for him. Yes, I have the Lego figure close by. I guess we can do the whole, there he is, and then he fell over. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'm a little sick, so please bear with me. I have a few reviews that will be coming out. I bought a bunch of action figures. Like, I bought, because it was my birthday, I turned 21 on March 1st. So I bought a lot of some X-Men figures, because I said Mutant March. I bought a Deadpool, even though he's technically not a mutant. I'm still going to consider him a mutant. I bought the animated Wolverine and Cyclops, because I needed Cyclops. They came in a lot with the new Beast, so I'll probably review him first, because he's newer. And the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. And then a Stan Lee figure. And I'm probably not going to open that. I'm just probably going to hang that up or something. And then I bought... Hold on. Come on. Well, I'm going to leave the door open because she's being a loud brat, so I'm going to have to be a little quiet because my grandma's asleep. But I bought the DC Icons Justice League, like, 7-pack thing. I bought a lot with Nightwing DC Icons, Batman DC Icons, a Wonder Woman DC Icons, and this accessory pack DC Icons, and I believe Aquaman. So yeah, I'll have those. I bought this. I bought the Mezco Constantine, and then I bought some guns to go with them. And I think that's all I bought. You'll see on the reviews. I was planning on buying a 6-inch Red Hood figure, but I'll do that eventually. I needed to win that auction first, so. And then, but next month will probably, or soon, I don't know if this will be next month because we're struggling. We're having some bullshit happening right now. We got scammed out of a bunch of shit because someone stole our credit card. But, I'll be working on stuff. It'll come out, I'm sure stuff will come out. I'm having fun with this whole action figure thing. It's more fun to me than I've had fun with Legos or anything in a long time. So, yeah, it's a fun time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.